All right, what up, Canine fam? Hope everyone's doing well. So I want to share a little story because I'm sure you hear it too, where you've heard it somewhere before. When we're talking about canines, your canines, my canines, everybody's canines digestive tract. Now there's quite a bit, I should say, of people that seem to have some serious credibility in the canine world, both medical and breeding and some other and working, that they truly feel that our canines, because they've been domesticated for so long, are so removed from their primal ancestors, from their primal instincts, and then more importantly, their digestive tract. That's what I'm getting at. And I always knew that wasn't the case. I always believed that they were much closer to their ancestors, to their primal roots, than a lot of people understand or even give them credit for. Now, again, if you follow me for any period of time, you know that when it comes to scientific studies, unless you actually have been in the study and witnessed the study and understood the study from beginning to end, a lot of those don't hold a lot of weight for me, because there's agendas on the back end, right? Good or bad. Doesn't mean that the agenda is bad, but there's an agenda. So there's a manipulation, because that's what we do when we're humans, right? We get involved, we start to manipulate, we start to twist and turn, and you could go on. And the video is not about that, but I just want to explain, give a little more context on how I come to conclusions. And actually, how I come to conclusions is the real world in real time, and the results, one way or the other. That's why I know without a shadow of a doubt, your canine, my canine, they're carnivores. They're not omnivores, they're not vegans, they're not vegetarians. They are carnivores. They survive and they thrive on organ meats, muscle meats, bones, animal protein, animal fat. But this video, I'm going to share a story with you, a real world story. Now, I have no proof from what I'm sharing except my word and the story itself. So let me jump right in. Here it is. Let me set the stage for you guys. I'm getting ready to go out to dinner, and I close up all the doors. He still has, again, I still have to remember, he's still a puppy. He just turned a year old. So, and he's with me all the time. And anybody that knows a farm utility bulldog, performance pit bull, they attach to their people. And all the time that we spend together in the training, I mean, I'm home base. So he's still working through some separation anxiety and, you know, puppyhood, really. And that's a lot to do with the puppy stages. Anyway, long story short, and I don't create them in here. Give me your, doesn't matter if you agree with it, you don't. That's how I do it. But anyway, I keep them in the kitchen area, in the mudroom, so we can use the dog door, and it's all tile, so we can go in and out. He's got access to his water and the kitchen area. And then I block everything off. Well, I forgot to close the door in my office. Now, in my office where we're at now, I have an L-shaped desk, and on both sides on the front, I had real hides, antelope hides, mounted to the front of my desk. I mean, real. And let me say, thank God they were real. When I share the story with you, you'll know why. Now, before that, a few times I caught him chewing the ends of them, because I'm in the office, so I heard him chewing the ends. So, I corrected him, and but he smelled the real hides. So now I go out to dinner, 2 hours, max 2 hours. I come back, and he greets at the door like nothing. And I'm like, man, good boy, didn't get into anything, he didn't tear anything up. And we keep everything out of his way as well. But I come into my office and I see this pile of hair. Then I see there's no skins on the front of my desk. Now I'm like, oh shit, where's the skin? Now I'm looking for the skins under the desk, behind the desk, in the office, in other rooms, like outside. I don't see anything in the kitchen, nothing in the mudroom, and he has no access to the other rooms, no access to the office. That door was closed. outside, it's dark out, I get the flashlight, no skins anywhere. And I went through these same rooms 3 times because it's impossible. There's no way. There's no way. He chewed through these hides, these 2 hides, 2 by 3, consumed them by the time I got home. But he did. He ripped them off the desk, chewed them, consumed them, and was back on his bed by the time I got home in 2 hours. Now I'm going, oh no. Now I'm like, man, I'm trying to see if he's okay. I'm pushing his stomach. Nothing. He's fine. Nothing. Nothing. So now all night, you know, the rest of the night, before I go to bed, I'm just keeping an eye on him. And I put his bed in my office, and I felt like he was a little, just a tad lethargic, right? But then I'm thinking, am I making something up in my head? Then I'm like, I know at 3 in the morning I'm gonna get woken up and have to take him to the vet. We're gonna have to, I mean, it's 2 by 3 sheets of real skin and hair. And there's just a little pile of this hair, of this fur. And that's it. Go to bed, wake up in the morning, he's fine. Nothing different. Now I'm like, all right, let me see if he's gonna go to the bathroom, see if he's gonna have stools, his thing's moving. I do our normal walk. Now, for the next 4 days, or maybe even 5, I forget, I did no conditioning with him because I'm still convinced that there's something's gotta go sideways here, right? His stools are actually normal. The first stool in the morning was just a little more moist, but it was still formed than normal, and I think that's the mucous membranes moving it through. The only difference in his stools for those 4 days were hair remnants in the stools. You know, significant hair remnants in the stools. Still, no conditioning, but I did regular walks, no jogging, running. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells here because I'm like, there's no way. We get to the 5th day, and I finally realized this dog literally consumed them in 2 hours. I mean, look at this. This is the skin. This is the skin. Consumed them in 2 hours, and I still want to know at this point, is there any nutrients in it that he was able to utilize? Absolutely, I'm still shocked, right? But what does that tell you? First of all, I'm a carnivore. And when I switched 3 years ago to straight carnivore, even just from keto, my quality of life, mentally, physically, everything just went to a whole nother level, right? And it keeps getting better as I tweak it. So we humans are carnivores. We still can't do this. He did. He did. So if you ever hear somebody say, don't buy into that they're wolves and that they digest the same, and listen, I'm here to tell you, I literally witnessed it. He ate 2 antelope skins, 2 by 3 in 2 hours and never missed a beat. That's why I go by the real world. That's why I go by show me, right? I'm Missouri, the show me state. I want to know, I want to see it. I want to experience it. Unbelievable. So your canines, my canines, everybody's canines are as primal as you get when it comes to the digestive tract. Absolutely floored that he could do this. So there it is, man. Share this. You guys get anything from this, share it, like it, smash the share button, the like button, everything in between. Comments are coming in like crazy. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. Hey, anything you want me to talk about, go in depth. Feel free to comment and send them out there. But guys, this is usually a little longer than typical, but this is the real world, and that's what I go by. What are the real world results in the real time? That's the barometer for canine super supplements. That's a barometer for myself, and that's a barometer I say everyone should take because there's so much manipulation and influence and everything else out there. So anyway, they are as primal as they used to be, and make sure you feed them accordingly. Organ meats, muscle meats, bones, rinse and repeat. Guys, talk to you soon.